for joining our November 9th PZM Essentials webinar. Today we're going to be going over field financial valuations reports within Profit Zone Manager. And our agenda for today is go through our introduction, navigate to the Create Report window, create a land valuation report, review the land valuation report, and then follow up with any questions anyone might have. Before we begin, I do want to introduce myself. My name is Dan Bahe. I'm one of the Precision Business Planning Specialists here at AgSolver. And if you have any questions during this webinar, we are in Q&A mode, so you can type your question in the chat box below. My contact information, you can see my email address, djbahe@agsolver.com, or you can contact our support team at support@agsolver.com. Or you can give myself a call. My cell phone number is 319-238-1978. We'll hop into Profit Zone Manager now. So what we're first going to do is navigate to the Create Report page. And right now we're in an enterprise, and so at the upper right hand corner there's a gray or white Create Report button with a little icon of a printer. We're going to go ahead and select that, and then we're actually going to select a report based off of the field level. And for this field we'll create a valuations report based off of the Sanders field. And this report helps you determine what you can pay for cash rent, or if you're looking at to buy a particular piece of ground. And so after we select our field, we'll then select the land valuation report. This report was in our prospector program. So we've brought that over to Profit Zone Manager and combined the two applications. So we'll select the land valuation report, scroll down to the green print button. We'll select that. And now our report is being processed. So this report will show you a low, medium, and high cash rent value, purchase value. So our report is back already. We have a red notification at the top saying that our report has been created. We will then click the green Download Report button right next to the Create Report button. So it's loading. So this is the land valuation report based off of the Sanders field. And this field is 78.4 acres. We have the legal description and the acreage amount, the CSR2 value of this field. Scrolling down, and this is where we get into the AgSolver cash flow rent value. And this is based off of a 5-year average on commodity price. So granted, we still have 2012 and 2013 in there for commodity prices. That's why we have an average commodity price of $5.33, and then we're using a standard state average corn crop budget with the cash flow value floor associated based off the index value. And then this gives us a range of what we can expect to pay if we wanted to, say, break even at $5.33 corn. We have the low, medium, and high cash rent value, or if we wanted to make 10% return on investment, we have the low, medium, and high values there also. And then the index space value, or what the farm's worth, at $286. And then also on the purchase price. So on the low end, this farm is worth $7,800. On the medium end, it's worth about $10,000. On the high end, it's worth $12,000. So we just recently bought this field right at the beginning of the year, and we paid right around $9,000 an acre. So it's pretty close in the ballpark And this is how we determine that cash purchase price value. So we can print this report or save this report to a PDF. Up at the top of this page, there's a little printer icon. If we select that, that brings us to the print page where we can select the destination, whether it's a computer or, a printer, or if we want to save it to a PDF, we can so choose. Now I'll open up and see if we have any questions regarding the land valuation report within Profit Zone Manager. And this, I do want to mention, this report does go hand in hand where you can create a scenario based off of renting a new farm. You could also look at create a scenario based off of purchasing a farm and determine your exact price and your break-even numbers, and then also create this report also and kind of see where that fits based off of the 5-year average. So if there is no more questions, I do want to mention that this webinar will be posted onto YouTube after it is completed. And I want to invite you for our next webinar at 11 o'clock, where we're going to be comparing as intended fertilizer recs, where we're looking at a variable rate spread of MAP compared to a flat rate spread of MAP, and seeing which one would pay off and the expected financial performance of both. So I want to thank you for joining our 10 o'clock webinar this morning, and see you at 11 o'clock.